peeps, it's your girl Camille back at it again with another video, and you could tell from the title what we will be doing today. So I'll be showing you what's on my iPad and how I edited the home screen with the new iOS 15 update. So you're probably here from TikTok. Hi, thank you for visiting my channel. Please do subscribe. I'll be posting a lot of medtech related contents as well as note-taking and trans-making. Click the subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss out. So what I have is an iPad Pro 2020 12.9 inches with 256 GB in silver. I also have the second generation Apple Pencil with this cute Apple Pencil case I got from Shopee, link will be below. For the case, this is such a happy purchase. It's the Logitech Combo Touch. It's a little cheaper than Magic Keyboard. I chose this over the Magic Keyboard because the sides are protected and most especially, the keyboard can detach. I can also use these on different angles since it already comes with a kickstand. I got this from a shop on Lazada that offers same-day delivery within Metro Manila. Before the actual tour, let me share my top favorite features which makes the iPad worth the buy. First, an iOS 15 feature which is focus mode. You can customize which apps or people you choose to receive notifs from. I always have the reading mode on. On this mode, I don't receive any notifications, which lessens distractions. Next is the feature with assistive touch. So you can actually set this up on settings. Whenever I double click the assistive touch, it automatically screenshots. This is fairly helpful during online classes. One of my ultimate faves is the quick notes. You can easily access this by just swiping from the bottom right upward. And it floats on top of your apps. Just like this, and you can also type important info here. Next is the split screen feature. This isn't really a new feature, but it is my most used feature on the iPad, especially whenever I study because I open a lot of files. So when I open them, I can simultaneously switch between them, and I can also adjust which screen is bigger. Last but not the least is the universal clipboard. I have the same iCloud logged in my phone and the iPad. I have the Notes app open right now and it shows on my iPad. Whatever I copy here, I can paste on the iPad just like this. I only have two screens and I only have a plain wallpaper which will make sense later. On the main screen, I'm trying to copy the same vibes the iOS 14 home screen where today's view can be fixed on the screen. On iOS 15, you can't do that anymore. On the widgets here, I just have the calendar from Widgetsmith, photos and the battery lives of the devices, and Steve, which you can download from the App Store. On the first widget, we have a date and time. This is from the app Top Widgets, which I will be teaching you how to use later. Next, these two photos are Pinterest boards. And a Google Calendar widget. Next is an event widget, which I'll teach you how to do later as well. The 8 icons here are apps I sometimes use. I love how whenever I click on it, it doesn't redirect me to shortcuts first, even though I change the icons. We have settings, photos, notes, calendar, files, mail, calculator, and books. These are all self-explanatory. On the first folder, we just have the same app since those are just shortcuts or bookmarks, and we have ML2. On the second folder, just Apple apps I don't really use except for the clock since I set my alarms here. On the third folder, just Apple apps again. On the next page, we have the widget apps we will be needing later. So we have Top Widgets and Widgetsmith. On the last folder, these are apps my sister uses for online business. Visit her page at Crazy Extra on Facebook and Instagram. On the second screen, we have this extra large widget. I love how it shows the used storage space, the weather, and all that. You also have the battery here and the screen brightness. This is actually a stack. I added some random motivational quotes. Next, we have a Spotify widget here on the side. I actually had to edit like all the images of each playlist just so it could match my home screen. Next, we have a stack of Bible verses I got from Pinterest as well. So we have 4 folders here. On the first folder, this is for education. So I have Notability here, which is a note-taking app I really love as well. Next is Word, Outlook, Zoom, Teams, Discord for online meetings, Chrome, Drive, Gmail, Docs, and Google Sheets. The second page we have flashcards, Study Smarter, Anki, Quizlet, Keynote, and Xmind. On the third page, we have like medical applications such as Atlas, PNP, Muscle Essential Anatomy 5, Cell Atlas, and Heme Atlas. On the productivity folder, we have 4 applications here. Forest and Clock is what I use for Pomodoro when I study. Google Calendar and Notion is what I use to track my schedule and list my to-do lists. I just recently uploaded this Google Calendar application just because of the widget feature, and I actually really like it. For Notion, I love it because it's really aesthetic, but I find it hard to update my stuff there. Next are just paid planner apps that I don't really use, but I don't really need it because it's paid from like a package online. Next is creativity stuff, photo and video. We have PixArt, CuteCut Pro, Lightroom, Flip-a-Clip, Snapseed, LumaFusion, Procreate, and then Canva. Last but not the least, our socials. I don't really need to specify each one because I know you guys know what these are already. So I have that folder as well. On the dock, we have our frequently used apps. So I have Messenger. This is where I see the announcements for my school as well as connecting with my friends. GoodNotes and Documents 5 are my annotating apps. Canvas is like our university platform for like our quizzes and announcements. YouTube is where I watch all the time, camera, photos, and Safari. We also have our recently used apps here and the app library. Finally, for the widgets, if you notice, we switched to portrait mode because the top widgets app only supports portrait mode, so don't mind that. Also, make sure you have a plain home screen wallpapers if you want to achieve the same as mine. It's really hard to manipulate the widgets, so it's nice if you fill the page with a lot of apps first, just like this. We'll just follow the order of the widgets on the screen already. So go to top widgets and then click medium. Feel free to play around because this app offers a lot of creative widgets which I really like. For the first widget, I use Art Clock and then just play around, customize it with the theme you have in mind. So for me, I want it pink. On the background here, you have to make it the same as your wallpaper so it would look like it's floating or like as if it's part of the screen. To add the widget, you just have to long press on your screen and then click the plus sign on the upper side. Go to top widgets and then select the size of the widget you just made. have it, simple as that. For the Pinterest boards, of course, you have to go to Pinterest and then select like the photos that interest you the most. Search for the theme you have in mind. So for me, I want pink. So I search pink aesthetic. Long press on the photo you like, then click the pin button and create a board. So I'm just naming it as a widget so I know that it's for a widget. Select as much photos as you like, since with Pinterest boards it changes like hourly or daily depending on your choice. Adding the board, same steps, you just click the app, Pinterest, add the smallest widget and select the board you just made. You can change how many times it will update, so it can be daily or hourly. So just add the Google Calendar widget, but you actually have to change the hex codes using your laptop if you want it to fit your aesthetic. So I can make like a separate video for that if you want to, so leave a comment down below. Arranging these widgets really annoys me, it's so hard to manipulate. Finally, for the events widgets, I just use the same app. So get creative all you want. I'm just keeping it minimal by making the background color white and the font color pink. Change the events to whichever you like and set the dates. Now let's recreate all of these widgets. For the extra large widget, just go to top widgets and then click extra large on the left upper part. So just change the photos. Please make sure that the background color is the same as your wallpaper so that it would look like it's separate widgets. If you want to make it a stack just like mine, you can add another extra large widget, but this time a photo. And then add it on the screen and just drag the one you want to be on the first page on top. Next, just add the Spotify widget. Of course, you have to put an effort and change each image of your playlist so it would look aesthetic. Now for the last stack, so it's just a stack of photos. And there you have it. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope I helped. Don't forget to click like and subscribe. Keep in touch.